Hello, it's Addison with Segura Penguin Gaming, and by the time this releases, Steam Next Fest Summer 2026 will already be in the books. But I wanted to try something a little different and play just some demos, sight unseen, on the channel here, and kind of give you my thoughts on how much I like the game, what things I find impressive about it, and what things I look forward to about the game. I picked four different games that all come from small indie teams, ideally one or two people. And I think all but one of them, they're the first game that person has released under that name on Steam. But yeah, not gonna turn the channel into like a whole game review channel. There's tons of those already, but I really like Next Fest because the indie it's one of the best places for indies to get the exposure they need. And going through the process once on my own, my liege played on Steam, I feel I kind of like just appreciating what other creators are making. So I'm going to try to give each demo about 10-15 minutes and see what we feel about it. We're going to start today with Silent Shark. This is a tactical map-based World War II submarine sim. I really liked Barrow Trauma. I feel this is going to be much different because it's much more tracking and trying to ascertain positions is the vibe I'm getting. We'll find out from the demo if that's truly the case. But we got some pretty cool screenshots to go off of vector mappings and some old-timey looking maps. Probably one of those that I feel is going to be a little hard to get into, but once you get into, maybe it's amazing. So let's see how the first few minutes play. So right off the bat, I mean, all of these got my attention somehow with a fairly decent Steam store page, in my opinion. First order of business, I like a menu that is got some amount of little activity kind of illustrating what's going to be happening. I assume these coming soon. Oh, it's letting us know the different things that they've planned. I would have put the wish list on Steam is on the front. Excellent. And then a way to get notified about more content. I'll fill that out later. Real good stuff. Learning hub. Oh, interesting. So like I said, it seemed like there was going to be a lot of nuance. So they have a whole hub, like a wiki. Kind of reminds me of like how Civ has it. Not sure about the font. One, it's small. We've got so much space here we're not really utilizing. But I really like this font, the Silent Shark like logo font. Maybe it's the same, just a little bit stylized. No, the E's are very different. So I would lean into this font. This menu font is almost a little cartoony comparatively, but I'm guessing. Yeah, we should play the tutorial first. Welcome to your first training patrol. Your task is to sink a remotely operated target vessel. No crew are aboard. Click and drag the map to pan around. Mouse wheel to pinch and zoom in. Press next to follow dialogue. Okay. Ooh, I think this is probably our boat and our enemy. Oh, what's this line go to? Oh, that's probably our radar. Pinger. I don't know what the technical term is for that. This is our submarine. We start at full stop, 40 feet keel depth. Our periscope is up and observing the ship. Our own heading is 0 degrees. Okay. Oh, man. I'm already feeling the vibe. Oh, oh my gosh, that line just connects what they're pointing at with the dialogue box. Okay. That's actually kind of cool. Future Addison here. Figured we would fast forward through some of the tutorial sections to help speed things along. Here they're walking me through how to calculate the speed of the enemy boats using the different line tools and taking a timestamp of where the boat is at 2 different points. Then it's got a nice little forecasting to help you figure out where they will be in X amount of time. Real slick setup. I thought it worked really well. Create an angle with the A tool. Drag a line from where the ship is headed to the center of the target ship. Then click on our ship. The angle on bow is the angle between its heading and our ship. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, okay. So from where it's headed to the ship, and then to our ship. About 61 degrees. Gotcha. Okay. And now the place... Yeah, so I think if you get into this game, these controls would get real quick for you. Like, it reminds me of a Kerbal Space Program. And when I entered, I had to, like, introduce each aspect slowly, otherwise it was overwhelming. Place a degree stamp over our ship. Note that the ship is at a relative bearing at 331. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's kind of neat. So this is like all the stuff that they would be doing inside the sub on their little maps. Here we're just continuing to take the measurements, get the different angles and headings that are needed in order to calculate where the torpedo will go. You'll see me struggle a little bit with arming the torpedo. I try to figure out exactly like how it's like when I'm going to shoot it and how fast the torpedo goes. None of that's relevant. The game automatically puts that into consideration, and you'll see shortly how the torpedo just goes. I guess let's just shoot it. Let's find out. Oh. Oh, it doesn't just go in a straight line. Oh, perfect. Oh, let's see if we win. I like the suspenseful music. Oh, please be there. Please be there. Please be there. Oh! Torpedo hit. Now that we've hit the boat once, I go ahead and I decide I want to hit the boat a second time just to make sure it sinks. Also to kind of go through the steps and see if I remember what to do. It's a little bit different here just because the boat's not moving, but we take a shot. And ta-da. Okay, so that's satisfying. Like, that order of operations is quite intriguing. Like, I like it. There's a lot more to this, like fuel supply, our battery power. We haven't even moved yet, but I can see a lot of intrigue on this game. I was kind of expecting it to sink. There we go. It sank. Ship 1, after approximately 48 minutes after we hit it, sank below the surface. And we win. Awesome. Cool. So that's pretty fun. I gotta say, I like a lot of aspects of this. And also, just submarines are something I feel are not used in games a lot. But that was Silent Shark then. And just looking at some of these screenshots, you can definitely see that there's a lot more. Like, look at all of the tracking that's going on in this one. The campaign map seems interesting. You can really get into it. And needing to track what, like actually use the hydrophone and stuff to find the ship so that you can get a second reading. Also, the fact that they can dodge. Holy cow, that would be so much work. But I like it. Definitely going on the wish list. So next game, Imperial Wager. This one caught my eye because it has a lot of aspects that I want in a game of like territory control. Like just this screen alone, watching influence over an area change is very intriguing and fascinating to me. Oops. I still have Silent Shark playing in the background. But I'm a little worried. They're showing a lot of different screens and a lot of different numbers, so it might be overly complex for just a short demo experience. But I just kind of want to get a feel for like how I'm actually interacting with this map. I think it's intriguing enough that I already know I'll want to play it. I actually already have it on wishlist, so let's give it a look. Okay, this is Imperial Wager, Keizo game. Keizhou? Definitely mispronouncing this. I am so sorry. Got a feedback and a wishlist on Steam button. Great. Maybe make them a little more prominent. Don't be shy. People want to click those buttons. Show them to us. Imperial Codex. Another game where there's just like a lot of explanation behind things. That gives me like Dune vibes, where there's gonna be some statecraft things that I need to know. But I like being able to look them up. The fact that the pause menu is behind the grayed out layer, a little confusing. Going through the tutorial here, it's explaining to us that Imperial Wager works off of an income system as well as a card system. So every action you do to impact the board is a card that you're gonna play. Pick the map overlay. Ooh, map overlays. Oh, you know I like that. The Unrest heat map. Oh. Notice the tiles with high unrest. Oh my, yeah, they are. Okay, and it's showing me the top left of the tile is its current, and it's going to 100. Oh, this is reminding me of how my liege handles stats and inventories. I'm looking for similarities, and I promise I'm not going to look for my own game that often, but that kind of current and trending value is 100% my liege. Okay, so this bottom area is super unresty. Now that we see the chaos. Yes, I do. Let's muster some partisans. So I guess makes a T shape, so we're gonna drain the unrest and make influence over it. So I want big numbers. 55, 50, yeah, right in here looks good. Okay. Oh, okay. So we are... Now I can see... So like this one, the unrest was going from 55 to 100. And the breakdown at the bottom, none of us. But now, on these, the unrest is going down, and the Sylvani outpost... Outpost? Who are we? Sylvanis. We're going to go up to 504, which is gonna probably put us in charge. Continuing on with the tutorial, it starts to walk me through the different mechanics for how you earn the cards. This is admittedly where I got kind of lost in the weeds a little bit. There's just a lot of information here. Like this one is a slot machine where as you put chips in, which you use pietas to buy the chips, you try to line up the slots with different card patterns below, and you level up, and that increases your odds of getting the cards. Already pretty complex, and that was only one of 6 tools. You saw there the Sacred Crucible behind my head. I honestly did not even clock exactly what that was doing, but it wasn't really necessary for the tutorial. I'm assuming I would learn playing the game more. Let's play a little bit though. I see. So we were working on this area. Let's just do more of this unrest stuff. So let's add it there. Oh, there's a 60 down here. Oh, and a 70? Perfect. Okay, so my goal is to really take over that area. I'm not sure what, once again, I don't know what banality is. Is it pausing after like a week? Must be. Okay, so things kind of went our way. Also, our other areas are just kind of naturally expanding, so maybe that's where I should be focusing on. What do these others do? Like, I'm assuming lowering local banality is good. So let's play it there, and it'll spread. Let's nip the banality in the bud over there. Do I care about this area? The rebels are incursioning on the Sylvanis. Gain aura suppress. Plus 20 unrest? I mean, maybe we want unrest near us, so let's do a little border raiding here and see what that does. Overall, through the rest of the demo here, you see me just kind of revisit the Grand Augury to play the slots to get more cards. I play some cards. Oh, really just kind of plugging around, seeing what I can do to influence the map. Without finishing this, I can see kind of where this is going. It would take a little bit more learning exactly what I should be doing with all these tools I have at my disposal. The game's interesting. I'm a little intimidated by how many mechanics the dev has set up already. And I mean, we're only using the Grand Augury. I didn't look once at my Sacred Crucible after the start because it partly the tutorial gives you so much pieces to start. I just don't need. I haven't needed to tinker with it. I don't even mind the visual style. Like, the visual style is kind of like, it's good for me. Like, I like the idea of spreading the colors. Feels like the type of game that would, instead of a tutorial like this, where it's so much, I would, like a campaign very much, where like the first level is maybe just this corner of a map, and you're very focused on that stuff. And you're slowly giving the player more and more of your toolbox, so that by like missions 4 and 5, now you get the full tool and you can start making the maps harder and harder. Once again, like, similar to the submarine one, I feel once I get used to these, similar to Silent Shark, sorry, I shouldn't just call the game Submarine one. Once I get used to these mechanics, I bet it'll go a lot better. Okay, next game I'm going to try here is called Bering Tonnage. This is a logistics style management game, right up my alley. The dark visuals and the very clean branding really caught my eye on this one. Also, very smooth trailer, but just almost gives me a Plague Inc. vibe map, but very different gameplay. Like, we are designing a shipping empire with picking our ships, almost like a Transport Fever kind of vibe, and setting up who's going from which port to which. That's what I'm assuming. And then, like, ooh, giving me cargo breakdowns and stuff. Like, this is where all of it's heading to. I'm pretty excited about this one. This one's developed by Antimon Studios. I believe, if I remember right, I looked this one up and didn't have a ton of information other than some about them as a studio, but they are very active on Reddit, asking questions, getting feedback, kind of doing a lot of stuff that I think indie devs kind of need to do to get information. I do like that they have a release date out. 2 months from Next Fest is, as long as it's before the next Fest, I think it's good. So yeah, let's play this game and check it out. Okay, here we are, Bering Tonnage. Um, Once again, I like the demo, like the menu of just having kind of stuff happening in the background, very clean. Already nice little sound effects of just highlighting. Okay, yeah, I like the menu. It's clean, easy to read. Um, Once again, buttons could maybe be a little bigger, but I I just am of the opinion that if you got space, don't be afraid to use it. But I also, maybe that would make it a little less clean to look at. Um, no tutorial jumping out at me, but that's fine. Let's make our company name. This is, what would be my shipping in company in the Caribbean named. Ooh, I can. Oh, okay. Already, I'm liking this. Okay, we can only really do 2 words and have it fit on our logo. Penguin boats. Oh, why would I do the Caribbean? It's hard. Let's go to Oceania. Nice and easy for our. No music, which is a little not that surprising with a demo, but Melbourne. Yeah. Objectives: load any cargo to Tauranga. Where's Tauranga? Brisbane, Gladstone. Is that in New Zealand? Oh, Tauranga. Excellent. And then deliver any cargo from Australia to New Zealand. Okay. Is the game playing right now? Should we be Oh gosh, we are. Can we pause it while we learn? Nope. We are just burning cash. Excellent. What do I have of our fleet? I have the MV Saltwind and the MV Grey Current. Okay. Both docked. Let's make a route. New route. Click ports on the map to add stops. Well, we got a boat in Sydney. And we gotta go to Tauranga. So we're gonna load in Tauranga. Fast forwarding a bit here, this route manager is not that difficult, but my first run through, I make some mistakes. We'll correct it later, but we get to send off our first ship. Okay. We'll see if that ship does anything. But now that I see that the little tutorial guide's down here, yeah. We're gonna load it onto our boat. Awesome. Full cargo hold. Use the taking control, and you're going here to Tauranga. Oh, we can. Ooh. Oh, there's a turbo button. Okay, so let's see what this boat does. In my head, it's gonna pick up the stuff that needs to go to Sydney, which is 14 TEUs worth of things. It has 14 TEUs going to Sydney. Okay. Oh, so we could have set up also, like, it could have grabbed the stuff for Melbourne and made a pit stop there. But the MV Grey Current will do that for us. Okay. Oh, I think you only need to use the deliver if you're delivering goods that aren't destined for there. So I bet if I just leave this as load. Oh, well, no, that doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, because Sydney didn't have the load order. So I'm going to leave this, and I think this is just going to do Sydney to Tauranga back and forth. Continuing on here, we're making a more complex route, really pushing the different limits on what you can actually do with the game. For for example, we're sending a boat from New Zealand to Australia, then Tasmania, back to New Zealand, and seeing in action how it can pick up the cargo for each of those destinations along the way. Really liked it. Oh, that just changes the columns. Okay, there's a lot of... For a game that's going to be letting me manage logistics of a fleet. Yeah, in a route with 5 or more connections. Like, I definitely... Okay, I'm seeing the vision here, and I like it. It sounds like there will be parts where there's other shipping companies I'm up against, which is intriguing. I like it. I like the ability to like reposition these windows, and then if I close the routes, oh, I would like it to remember where I put it, so that if I close it, it just goes back to that same spot. Also, being able to resize some of these would be neat. There's some quality of life stuff, but already there's a lot of quality of life stuff there. Like being able to add in cost and registry name, you know, being able to add in stuff. Optional columns. And I assume if I add in the columns, close it, will it... Okay, that it remembers. Okay, great. So just add in the thing about where I put it on the screen, and I would be in love. Yeah, I see the vision here. Also, maybe I like the shift. I think a traditional play, cheetah speed thing in like SimCity or any other sim management game. Just give me like a time bar. I understand maybe if you don't let the player pause, that is a purposeful developer decision and developer choice, and I would respect it, because it's, if the part of the tension is your competitors are also trying to get the same cargo as you, adding in the ability to pause and interact with the map to get your bearings of what kind of freight and what amount of tonnage I did the thing there is to get, I think could be very valuable. But I love this. This is great. I love the aesthetic. I love the ideas. Some of it would be larger. Like these icons, they feel kind of small. It's not even a space thing. Like when you zoom out and then zoom in, like you could make these a little bigger still. Oh, but I love the charts. It seems fairly intuitive to interact with. Big fan so far. Okay, the last one is called Dust. The last game I'm going to play today is called Dust Front RTS. Quite interested in this one. As far as looking for small indie devs, this is their first release. It is getting a fair amount of attention already. This is the end of Next Fest that I'm seeing this. This is one where I was kind of saying they have a separate listing for the demo. So like I could do Dust Front, and there's a demo and the base game. So like people are actually able to leave reviews on the demo, which I think can be really big. But looking at this one, it has a lot of old school RTS like looks to it, but a lot going on, a lot of things visually, very grim art style, but buildings kind of have a bounciness to it. I will point out these look very much like non-power plants from Command and Conquer, so some definite inspiration going on there. Pointed out by my buddy, unfortunately, I think it is just single player, so it's one of those where like typically you think RTS, you think multiplayer. I was always a fan of single player campaigns of like Command and Conquer and whatnot, so especially with the 4X aspects of it, I think it could very well stand on its own as a single player game. But we're gonna get into this one and see what it's all about. So I already like it. The other games in this I had comments about the main menu. I really dig just having some amount of gameplay in the background. Also the framing around the buttons and menus is very. I like the style. Let's be the rebels. Classic units. Also, Juliet would like to say hi. Oh boy. I'm making a strike force, a starting army for early offensive and defensive operations. Okay. Wow, lots of choices. Oh, okay. I can make separate groups. Gotcha. Is there like a limit? Is there like a limit I can do? It seems like each group. Okay, yeah. So like, I could put like 10 tanks. Let's have a couple repair vehicles. Probably something. Infantry. Okay, so that can be like Strike Group 1. Panelists for tactical abilities. They are set on the global map. Presets are available for the demo. I gotta defend my buildings and destroy factories and hold points. Oh, the enemy buildings will be the blue spots. Okay. Pretty standard colors stuff. Oh, it's not wildlife camera. It is arrow keys. But I can middle mouse and drag. I have multiple areas I can deploy in. Okay. Some pretty serious sounding music. Let's start off down here. These are my primary resources. I have materials to build my army and structures. Supply limit. Maintaining troops on the map. Allows my development technologies. And how are my buildings? Cool. Got my construction on the right. Okay, so it's very much like Command and Conquer Generals, where the building you had selected influenced what you could build, okay? So we will build a processing plant. I assume that these are the minerals. I don't know what I'm defending against yet. But... okay. Rifleman. I don't know. Let's occupy a structure for fun. Probably need some power. Machinery to build tanks. That sounds good. So far, every button I've clicked has felt very much like Command and Conquer, and I just burned 12 money. Perfect. The processing plant cannot build a refinery. Also, I probably angled my processing plant wrong since he's depositing over there and I need it over here. We're probably gonna want some amount of forward positioning. Let's grab this building here. I think that'll be a good forward spot. Let's kind of split into two forces. These guys are kind of being supported by the building, I think, that I barricaded. Let's see if we can't occupy some stuff. Oh, we got some men. Oh, they got rocked. Oh, they have more people over here, though. The standing and minerals do bad things to me. Doesn't appear to be the case. Let's go around to this bigger open area if we're going to try to maintain the space. Oh! Our early warning location. Oh, the anti-tanks! Oh, things feel good and punchy. What's going on over here? The remnants of an old battle is kind of neat. Oh, okay, we've got control of this point. Awesome. Let's go ahead. Okay, yeah, you can. Oh, nice. Maybe that increases it? Oh, we got a lot of... Oh, big fight. Oh, real big fight. Militants hunting. Oh boy, we are in over our heads. Can we retreat fast enough? Oh boy, we poked bear. Okay, I can see the RTS portion. This feels good. Like, I would need to learn a lot more about the units, balance, and stuff. Should have been a little bit more patient learning my limits on how to increase like my unit controls. We got veterancy, we got all the things I look for in an RTS. But if there's 4X elements to this, that could be very good. Very cool. I'm gonna call it for now on this one. I think I've seen enough to know that yeah, this has some real good potential to it. And with that, that's our 4 games that I'm playing from Steam Next Fest Summer 2026. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm planning on doing this for future Next Fests. Final thoughts. Silent Shark looks to be a really entertaining sub-based combat game that I want to see more of. I like the authenticity of the time period. I like the very manual controls of the targeting the enemy ships. Really excited to see what happens here. We also had Imperial Wager, one that I think has a fairly steep learning curve potentially, and maybe some more polish that is needed, but still a very fun premise that I want to get into more. And if I can get into maps that look like this, it'll be amazing. That's what I want to see. Also, we had Bering Tonnage, a great logistics game about shipping and receiving, right up my alley. Really clean presentation, a lot of good polish on the menus, and the extra complexities of like all the different cargo and types and where's it going. Definitely a lot here to get really involved with and let your imagination run wild. And finally, we had Dust Run RTS demo. This is going to be a 4X game, but we only played the RTS side of things. Very good presentation. They had a very specific art style I liked, and overall pretty good gameplay. I think if I was really focused in and dialed in, I would have appreciated the different rock, paper, scissors kind of aspects of the combat. But overall, definitely can see why this is getting a fair amount of attention already. And with that, that's all I got for you today. Have a wonderful time, and I'll see you later.